Okay, welcome everybody to jump into winter wellness. I'm going to put this in slideshow mode. Here we go. There we go. My name is Lorri Lockyer and I have Lachael Prouty here, and we are excited to talk about winter wellness since it's kind of a big topic. And just want to point out the picture in the slide there. We're standing in front of the Prime Meridian, which is a clinic that Doterra started in Utah, Nashville, some other states, but they're having them all over. And what's great about Prime Meridian clinics is it's membership based, no insurance at all. And you're able to go in and see a doctor. They have chiropractor, physical therapist, acupuncture, massage therapist, all in one place. And you get the option of using essential oils or, modern medicine. So anyways, I'm excited. Someday we'll have a Prime Meridian in California. So
that was in Utah? That one?
Yeah, that was in Utah. That's right by Doterra.
Got it.
So that was the very first one. There's 2 in Utah, and I know there's 1 in Nashville. So anyways, excited to talk about essential oils because again, we know that essential oils really come to our body and coming from the earth. We don't have side effects like we do with modern medicine. Sometimes I don't want to bash modern medicine. It's definitely needed. But I think there's a place where we can use both. And I always try to go for the essential oils first. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll go to modern medicine. So, and if I can have you guys mute yourself unless you're talking or asking a question. So this is just a fun graphic that I found. Yeah, are we healthier because of it? I'm really not sure, but I try and keep the modern medicine pills to a minimum. So, I lost my, whoops, sorry. There we go. I love this picture because, it really lets you see how the essential oils are just sitting. They're just sitting in these sacks right on the surface of so many plants. And this is a peppermint leaf. So, there's plants that you can go up and just squeeze the leaf and smell your hand and you can smell those essential oils. And that's definitely why we have mint growing out in front of our house, and we have a little bunny that loves to munch on the mint leaves. And so I'm really
that it has good breath.
Yeah. It does, good digestion, all those good things from peppermint. So I know I talked about this a lot, but essential oils can get into the cells. This is what's, wonderful. So viruses are inside the cell, bacteria is outside the cell. Essential oils can really get in, and there are several oils that are antiviral that we'll talk about today, but also getting into the cell, they're uplifting, I call it, your cells. They're really helping your cells be the healthiest that they can be. And, inside our cells, we have our mitochondria, which is our energy, powerhouse. And so many people are tired. And so using the oils, the oils go in there and really help that mitochondria. So it's able to, crank out the energy and give us, what we need, and be healthy. So that did something strange. I see what it's doing. Oh, they all pop up at different. Yes. So the majority of the essential oil world is synthetic, and, a lot of perfume and industrial stuff out there. So, when I run into people that said they've had a bad experience with an essential oil, it's usually because they got one of these synthetic ones. And then we have the food grade, or the grass standard. What does that stand for?
Generally recognized as safe.
There we go. And then we have this little bit there. We got some therapeutic ones. And of course we have our certified pure therapeutic grade. So I love Doterra that they're always looking for all of these things. And it is frustrating when we can't get an oil or a product because it didn't pass all the testing. But I'm grateful for Doterra for doing all that testing that they do, both at the third-party lab, and then again at doTERRA, and then they continue testing oils. They have oils from when they first started back in 2008 that they're continuing to test and look at the purity and how long do they get to stay on the shelf. So this was kind of fun. I just didn't know if people knew where that, doTerra Sources, but I think we're up to 42 countries that, that they get oils from all over the world, and all from independent farmers, from small farmers to, to some big, like our big peppermint family farm that's up in the Northwest. So I love that they look for the place that the oil is going to grow the best.
I was just going to say, I know I think you have a slide on it, but the Japanese peppermint.
Yeah.
That is this month's product of the month.
It is. And
it's wonderful.
If
you haven't tried it.
I know. I love it. And I do have some slides on that. So again, there's 3 ways to use essential oils. We can breathe them in, put them, and we have little feet showing here. Yes. Again, we put oils on the bottom of our feet. Our feet have really large pores, so it gets into our bloodstream, and will then just go throughout our body. So a great way. And if you're in a place that people don't want to be smelling essential oils for some reason, it's a way that you can still wear essential oils, put them on, and respect other people's wishes for not having, any kind of, odor.
Yeah. And, if you're using something like oregano, you may not want to walk around smelling like an Italian dish. So that's something you can put on the bottoms of your feet.
Cilantro.
Yeah, cilantro too, yes.
Yeah, I know. I was around someone with a lot of cilantro, and I was like, whoa,
yeah,
oh, that's a little heavy. And then of course, internally, you have to look on the bottle, make sure that it says essential oil supplement, and those ones are safe to take internally. And I love taking them internally. We get the most benefit of them that way too. So I want to talk about fighting germs, because this is, one of our On Guard product is definitely, I just realized we really shouldn't have a space. Oh, I guess we can have a space in On Guard. I'm so funny, to help you fight germs. And I really want to highlight the On Guard chewable tablets. If you haven't tried those, definitely get those in your next order. This is something that you can chew on every day. They're really good, super yummy. And just the fact that they have vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and beta glucan. Glucan. Those 3, they turn on your immune system. And it's so easy to turn off your immune system. Yeah, a glass of wine, your immune system is off for at least 5 hours. A cookie, just a teaspoon of sugar will turn off your immune system. So we don't want to turn off our immune system. That's not, yeah. So, having an On Guard chewable tablet really turns your immune system on. And I was able to talk to Dr. Nicole Stevens at the doTERRA convention and see her presentation also with how they took blood from someone prior to giving them a tablet and looked at certain immune markers, and then gave them just one On Guard chewable tablet, and then checked their blood at 2 hours and 4 hours. And there was a marked difference in just like all of these receptors, coming on board, ready to fight any germs. So, and then the On Guard plus soft gels. So I use these if something is coming on, if you're just like starting to get a flu or feel something, you can take one. My protocol is taking one every 30 minutes for 4 hours. And you can do that, up to 10 days. You usually don't need that, but it's really good at, nipping it in the butt right away. Do you have any?
No, one of the things, you can take the On Guard soft gel and just swallow it, or you can put it in your mouth and crunch it. But make sure you have some water because they are pretty strong.
Yeah. So the On Guard soft gels, besides having On Guard, which On Guard has wild orange, cinnamon, eucalyptus, rosemary, and eucalyptus. Wait a minute, did I already say eucalyptus? It has 5. It has 5 oils. So the On Guard soft gels, they've also added oregano, melissa, and black pepper. So it's, that oregano, it's it's a little strong. Yeah, so if I'm going to swallow one, I kind of will have it in my mouth for a while, get some saliva going, and then bite it and try and just swallow as soon as possible. But it does really a good job of coating your throat. Again, it's got that clove. Oh, it has clove. That was the one that we were missing in On Guard. So clove is going to help get rid of, if you have a really sore throat, the clove does a great job of just taking that pain away. And then you're putting all those oils, right on it. So, and then here's a flu balm. I've seen lots of flu balm recipes, but this was one that I had just saw and grabbed. So you can add more, but this is the basic. So if you want to make your own roller bottle, and again, this would be a 5 ml roller bottle, just, 3 drops of On Guard, Melaleuca, oregano. And again, you can add melissa or black pepper. What's the other? Oh, we have oregano in here already.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And just keep in mind that Melaleuca is now tea tree.
Yes, that's true. Thank you. So you can either put it in a capsule. So you can put 3 drops in a capsule, or you can make a roller bottle and just have that around. So a couple different ways, to do it. So for people who like to make their own, they can do that. For me, I'm just open the bottle of On Guard Plus. So do you want to talk about sleep?
Sleep is important.
Yeah.
When we sleep, this is the time that our body is repairing. So it's really important to get enough sleep. And some people can survive on, 5, maybe 7 hours a night. Other people need 8 to 9 hours. So, just, tap into your own body and what your body needs.
Yeah.
But I will say that the lavender, serenity, and Roman chamomile, oh my goodness. Every night I diffuse the serenity along with eucalyptus and breathe. And it is just wonderful.
Your favorite one. Yeah. And I vary mine. I keep serenity right by my bed. So a lot of times I'll put that on my feet and breathe that in right before going. Lately, I have to say, black spruce and Douglas fir. I've been in the trees. I've been in a total forest mode. So there's something about diffusing black spruce and Douglas fir that just will put me to sleep. And sometimes I'll add some Roman chamomile to it also. But having a diffuser going is good, but definitely having oil next to your bed so you can breathe it in. So I have had mornings that I will wake up at 4 a.m. or 4:30, get up, go to the bathroom, and then I can't go back to sleep. My brain's already turned on. It's amazing what goes on in there. But if I grab my oils, because again, my body knows, the serenity is that reaction to go back to sleep. So I can put it on my hands, breathe it in. And I pretty much have this kind of an om rest, thing going on. That's all I allow in my head, and just keep, breathing. And then I'm able to go back to sleep. And if you can't go back to sleep, then it may just be the universe saying that it's time for you to get up and work on something. So you never know, but sleep.
Lorri,
yes.
That one piece around sleep, both you and Lachael have mentioned different recipes. And just a reminder to people as they listen to this that we are also bio-individual. There is no magic potion, and keep trying until you find the one. And the beauty of the oils is they're not expensive to try, they're inherently good for you, even if it's not doing in that moment what you wanted it to do. And you don't have the side effects from trying different things to really try to enhance your sleep. So, don't give up. I use Roman chamomile and vetiver. I never used to, but I had to switch it up, and it's like, this is what my body needs for some reason. So just a reminder to not give up and keep plugging away.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks,
Tula. Yeah. So there are some nights where my body wants bergamot. That's another one that is just really lovely for sleeping. So again, just, see what oils call to you. My oils tend to just jump right out of the box. We have a very close bond. So if anyone ever has morning grump, and this could come just from having a bad dream. Have you ever had frustrating dreams? I mean, when you have a dream that you have an emotion in, you can wake up with that emotion. I have to say, I had a dream that I had an incredible orgasm, and I woke up and my whole body was still like, whoa. Oh my God, it freaked me out. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, well, I've woken up frustrated and angry and everything. So why not wake up feeling really good? Haven't had that dream again since, but it was good. So these are great oils if you do want to change your mood in the morning. I personally, I love the Motivate. It's a morning ritual for me. So just as I'm getting ready and putting my regular oils on that I do, Motivate goes on the bottom of my feet. So I just roll the Motivate touch on the bottom of my feet, along with some blue tansy on my big toe to keep me from procrastinating. And it's amazing how good that works. Yeah. And then I even add some lotion and put my socks on. I'm ready to go, but I breathe it in. And again, it's the encouraging blend. But for me, it really helps me be positive about the day and be grateful in so many ways. And then cheer is just it's just happy. It's in my purse. Yes. It's on my desk, For me, it's one that I use like during the day, but I love having cheer in my purse because I share it all the time with people. I've never had anyone say, no, I don't like that. We're like, wow, that's really good. So, and again, being in the touch, they last forever. They last a really long time. So it's a very inexpensive, happy pick-me-up. So anyone on the line have their happy oil that they want to share? Okay, let's move on. So Intune, this is another one of my morning oils. So this goes on the back of my neck every morning. Besides the fact that I love giving my brain frankincense every day. So this is my frankincense fix with the Intune, but it definitely does a great job of helping me stay focused with getting everything that I need to get together before I leave the house and head to my office, because I bring my breakfast and my lunch and using my writing clothes for afterwards. This is all at 6 a.m. in the morning. So the Intune helps me just get everything together and make sure when I get to the office, I have it all and I'm ready to start my day. And again, for individuals who, have ADD or ADHD, I have had so many customers tell me that this has really changed their life. And also for kids, so there's the Intune for kids, and then there's Intune can be used on kids, or there's the kids blend. And Thinker? No, I think it is Thinker. I think that would make sense. I love the kids blends names. Yeah. So yeah, there's one of the kids collection is also for focus. So again, just if you have a child, just see which one works best for them and which one they like, because every kid's different. I want to just go back and just share real quickly a cheer story. So one of my friends on Kona, Hawaii, that it was great. I met when we were flying home from Kona, but she got cheer, and she's got a 7-year-old boy, and he came home from school and he was so sad. He got bullied. he just had a bad day and he just, he's like, Mom, I need the cake oil. And she looked at him, she's like, the cake oil, the one that smells really good like cake. And that's what cheer smells like for him. So he calls it the cake oil. But he did. So she put it on his hands, he breathed it in. And she said about 30 seconds later, he got this big smile on his face. He's like, okay, I'm good. Thank you. And I love, how kids are able to use the oils, address their emotions right at that time. So why don't you talk about allergies?
Well, with allergies, you can resort to taking over-the-counter drugs like Claritin and Zyrtec and all of that. But you can also choose the natural way to help with allergies. Peppermint, lavender, and lemon. I make a roll bottle with this, with some fractionated coconut oil. And I roll this on the bottom of my feet every morning, along with the Motivate and the Blue Tansy. But this is great to help with those allergies. All three of those, they all do different things, but they all help. Try Ease is another way that you can help with your allergies. They also have the peppermint, lavender, and lemon.
Yeah, so and they're little soft gels, so they're easy just to swallow and take. For people who like shot glasses, you can take your shot of them, or yeah. But I remember when I first came to Doterra, the person who signed me up, she's like, I want you to use these every day. And it made such a huge difference. I had allergies my whole life. February, March were the worst months of the year. And I don't anymore. Occasionally I'll get a tickle in my nose and I'll sneeze, but the puffy eyes, the runny eyes, the sinus vice grip headache that I used to get, the constant congestion, I don't have it anymore. And so, so I love, using these, and we'll talk about Breathe. We have that coming up in a slide. So it's just a great phase. This is one to have around year round, but, especially in winter, because what happens when we have these temperature fluctuations, and again, in Santa Cruz, we don't have big ones, but I know other places may have a 30-degree difference in one day. Yeah. And it definitely, that temperature change, the pressure and everything, it has an effect on our digestive tract. So just taking one drop of Digestin, rubbing it on your tummy, it's amazing how quickly it can, get rid of that discomfort. Nervous tummy. Yes, a lot of times we want to address, why we're nervous. So sometimes with nervous tummy, we just need some balance to calm the anxiety down, and your tummy will feel better. So it's always good to, to look at that. And I want to say for food poisoning, it helps. And as soon as you're over the throwing up phase and you can keep an On Guard soft gel, that will clear up your food poisoning really, really quickly. I was able to get rid of mine really quickly last time. And so Breathe, I wanted to talk about Breathe, because Breathe is another one, especially in the wintertime, that we want to just, keep it around. You can diffuse it during the day. I love the Breathe stick, and we're actually giving away, we're going to have a little drawing afterwards. So I have a Breathe vapor stick, and some Breathe drops, and just having those around and breathing them in and keeping our sinuses open. And also there's a lot that goes on in our sinuses, so it's protecting us as it's breathing in, viruses and other thing. And the Breathe really helps keep our nasal cavity and that area, it's like turning the immune system on, it's turning the alert on. So it's able to kill viruses and stuff that you may walk through. And so it, it never seems to happen. But if something does come, Breathe is something that is a way to lessen the effects and get you healthier a lot better. And also well, we have asthma on here, and I have lots of customers that no longer have to use an inhaler because of breathe. And do you remember the last time you had to use an inhaler? Years. Yeah. When I first met her. Yeah.
At least 6 years.
Yeah.
5 years maybe.
Yay. So we love that. So before we get into the Japanese peppermint, the other thing I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to stop sharing here just for a moment, is I want to talk about, let's see if I can pin me. Well, I'm pinned, but wait a minute. Speaker. There we go. Okay. So the other thing I want to talk about is for our immune system, making sure that we're feeding our immune system every day. And the best time to do that is first thing in the morning. I'll take my glasses off. One of the best ways that we can do that is taking our probiotic in the morning. So if we're taking the PB Assist or the PB Assist Junior, but also having a glass of the fiber powder and the greens. So if you're, like, cheers. Yeah. So I normally have a smoothie every morning. This morning I didn't, and I came over to Lachelle's and I'm like, I need the fiber and the greens. So the fiber has prebiotics in it. So that goes in and it feeds all that good bacteria, which again is going to help not only digest food, but your 95% of your immune system is in your digestive tract. So it's going to make sure that your immune fighting cells are being produced. Also, hormones are in your digestive tract. The feel-good hormones, we need those. If you want to feel good, take care of your digestive tract. So I call this my feel-good drink, and it tastes really good. What did you add, like tangerine?
Yeah.
So a drop of tangerine, just water, a scoop of the fiber. And if you're just starting out on the fiber, it's best to do half a scoop and just see how your body, how your body is with that. But the greens drink is so good. Even if you eat a lot of greens, if you look at everything that's in that greens package, I can't get all that in one day. So being able to have it. The other thing that's great about having both of these is your cravings for sweets will be way less. So feeding your good bacteria first thing in the morning reduces cravings throughout the day. You're going to have more energy and you're going to be healthier because you're taking care of that. So let's go back to our presentation. Oops, not there. Let's go down. We were here. Okay, so this month we are able, and today's the last day. So if you haven't placed a loyalty rewards order, today would be the day. So if you place a 125 PV product value loyalty rewards order, you can get the Japanese peppermint. And what makes the Japanese peppermint different than the Washington or Oregon peppermint is it has more menthol in it. So the cooling effect, the effect it has on it's almost amplified.
I call it the peppermint on steroids.
Yeah. And it has a little different smell. So it is fun. I've been putting it in my coffee grounds when I make coffee, and oh my gosh, so really yummy coffee. And then I think I can't remember if I put the chocolate recipe in the newsletter. If not, I'll add that when I send out the recording. So there's this great making little chocolate snack bars using the Japanese peppermint. And there's some diffuser blends that I'll send out also. But again, we can't buy it. So Doterra is looking at different places in the world to make peppermint, and so they've been growing it in Japan, and we got a bottle of it this month for free. So really super. And then Arbor Vitae is 10% off. And I love this oil. It's very grounding for one, but the other reason I really like it is it's considered a bitter oil. which means it, when you talk to Desiree, I can't think of her new last name, but yeah, DeLuna. She talks about how the chi in your body, because she's an acupuncturist, and how you can optimize that using the different oils. So her new book, Essential Emotions. I wish I had it in front of me, but I have it next to my bed. I look at it all the time. So I end up having too much chi in my heart and found out that that was one of the reasons that I was having heart palpitations. So just putting some arbor vitae on my heart totally stopped my palpitations. And it's in the evening that this happens. And so I just put it on, and it is, yeah, I have a happy heart now. So I am grateful for arbor vitae. It's also great to use on any wood. Yeah, I put it on our wood table with some fractionated coconut oil, a couple drops, and the whole kitchen smells great. So it's a tree that's up in Canada. They call it the tree of life. It's also one that it's a great, what's it, bug preventer, bug repellent. There we go. Yeah. So I've even put some drops of arbor vitae in some of my plants. So because I was getting little gnats around them, and they are gone. So yeah, no bug or insect will ever get near an arbor vitae tree, even if it lays there dead for hundreds of years. So it's amazing. Does anyone have anything that they want to share about arbor vitae or the Japanese peppermint? Okay, let's go on. I just want to put this out for anyone watching the recording. If you want to start your wholesale membership, here are some, some of the benefits of that. And also the loyalty rewards program, how you can get up to 30% off by placing an order every single month. And you also get all your postage back in points. Yeah. So let's see. I think that is it. Yes. So if anyone who's watching the recording, if someone gave you this, make sure you get back to them and they can tell you all about setting up a wholesale health membership, with Doterra. So I'm going to stop sharing and turn the recording off. If I can figure out how.